If you think back to elementary school, you'll remember your guardian having to sign so many different permission slips for you. One of these would give your school permission to use your picture or name in promotional materials, most likely. If you showed up in a picture or a video from a school event, they'd need consent before using it on their social media pages or other forms of marketing, as well as their website. These consent forms are important in so many different industries, not just for schools. And they're actually required in the healthcare industry as well because of the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Hi everyone, I'm Matt from eTactics, and today I'm going to explain social media consent forms and why your practice needs them. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. A social media consent form grants or waives the right for a company to use the signer's information online. This could include things like images, videos, or stories involving personal details like names. These forms require a signature from an authorized adult. So if information involves a minor or someone who can't make their own health decisions, then a parent or guardian is required to sign. These details that these forms include will depend on different factors. For example, if you plan to share stories, then you need to get clarity on which information the person is okay with you posting. These could be things like first and last name, age, or health condition. If you plan to share these details on different platforms, then also include each of these so the patient knows where their information will end up. So why do you need to use these consent forms in healthcare? HIPAA started several years before social media began, and because of this, it didn't explicitly say anything about sharing patient data on these platforms. But today's version of the HIPAA privacy rule prohibits using protected health information on social media without authorized consent. Despite this though, health employees still tend to violate social media regulations. A 2015 investigation focused on pictures and videos of patients posted by health workers. The results uncovered 47 HIPAA violations since just 2012, but there were likely more that never got reported in the first place. Dealing with a HIPAA violation is one of the last things you want to do as a practice. Patients would lose trust if they found out that their details online were posted and that they didn't agree to sharing those details. This leads to consequences like losing clients, firing employees, and facing massive legal fines. To prevent these breaches, your practice needs to get authorized consent. Social media consent forms make this easy because you can include all the specific details that the patient would want to know. This way, they have the most confidence in their decision to sign. They'll feel in control of what you can share or where you can post it. These forms also provide a record that you received authorized consent. It protects you in case the patient changes their mind or denies consenting later, so that you have proof of it with all of the details that they agreed to sharing. Even though HIPAA didn't initially include requirements for sharing patient data on social media, there are now regulations that your practice needs to follow. Health workers violate patient privacy when they post their details online without permission. But using social media consent forms ensures your practice knows exactly how you can or can't use the patient's details. This way you have documents of the authorized permission and you won't share something you weren't supposed to. If you'd like to learn more about social media consent forms, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below. Well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.